No, he's got it all set up.
All right, cool. We'll do just a quick recap because we kind of ended all rushed last time.
Yeah.
Y'all just got done talking to Eddie. Dieter now has the aforementioned sword that y'all were sent to go retrieve as part of the contract. He did break the spectral chains that bound Eddie, but he said there was still a barrier remaining that he would need his sword returned for when y'all left the cathedral. Middle of the night, type deal, late night. So I go, we kind of just, in a hurry, I just said y'all set up camp right in kind of the courtyard outside the ruined cathedral. So y'all are still kind of in a somewhat safer environment. At least ruins around, what I'm saying? It's kind of a little bit of an open grass field in front of, like a front yard in front of the cathedral instead of just the wild jungle, overgrown kind of jungle place. So we left off with y'all just kind of setting campfire for the night. Everybody needed a long rest anyways. It's middle of the night type thing. But y'all walked out of the cathedral with a new companion or a couple of additional members here, or people that came out of the cathedral with y'all, one being Chan Wang. And I don't have the other token out, but you also had Prixis, the succubus, with her little pet as well when y'all walked out of the cathedral. And Trevor's loading up now.
Yeah, he should be. Yeah. Let me reset.
Everybody is level 6 now as well.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yep, you're level 6 right now.
Yeah, everybody's level 6.
I don't even know what I get at level 6.
Figure that shit out.
What's up?
How was it, man?
Okay.
All right, I should say y'all will be level 6 after the long rest type deal. When y'all rest up, y'all will be leveled up to level 6. And like I said, I've started reworking the journal, reorganizing, kind of redoing tabs, adding things in. I'm still got quite a bit of work to do, but I will, by next session, I will have everybody's magic items loaded up, full descriptions, all that. Did anybody ever tell Cram what he drew on the last session? Or what he found as a magic item?
I don't think so.
Bag of dicks.
Bag of dicks.
It was the what was it, the boots of spider climbing?
That's right.
Yeah, but you only have 2 shoes.
Yeah, if anybody wants those, they can have them.
Because it was only 2 shoes.
Even if it was 4, I don't feel like climbing around.
Well, I will be happy to take the boots of spider climbing.
I will give them to my good friend the monk.
All right.
Because he needs them, yeah.
Y'all kind of grabbed a handful of gold, what you could grab real quick. There were some items grabbed as well. I believe Gustava grabbed some documents as well off the desk when y'all fled out. So that's where we'll pick up here. Y'all have just kind of exited the cathedral. Everybody's, kind of tired, exhausted, kind of a little bit battle worn. Y'all just kind of throw together a makeshift fire real quick to set up camp for the night, and we will open fire.
Could you tell me about this? Can anybody identify this staff that they had in there?
Bro, yeah, I can identify that. No. I'll try though.
I was about to say, I was like, you can identify it?
It's loading slowly. I gotta get a computer. Identify how.
Well, I guess just tell me what it is beside the staff.
I'll do perception. Or no.
Magic
Or,
item.
You want to
Arcana.
roll perception on it?
I'll do Arcana on it.
All right, you can make an Arcana check. A 6.
Yeah.
As you kind of look at the staff Monty's holding out in his hand, you look at it and you're like, it resembles a snake.
Bro, that thing looks like a snake.
Oh man, a 2 for my hit dice. How lame.
You do get to add your Constitution modifier as well, though.
Yeah, that's still stupid.
Does anybody want to do anything before long rest?
Where did we end up taking this rest at, J-Mac? Sorry, I was.
Yeah, no, you were just logging on. I was saying, so basically, because we kind of ended just in a real quick hurry. I just basically said y'all walked out of the cathedral, and because it's like the large ruins of a cathedral here, it does have a bit of like a courtyard, like a front yard in front.
That's all I needed to know.
Yeah, low waist height, ruined walls, but at least it's somewhat of a yard, not the overgrown jungle floor, you know what I'm saying, with all the wildlife and everything.
Yeah, I just couldn't remember where we made it, or anyway.
Yeah, I basically said y'all just walked outside the front door and said, yeah, let's just let's make a campfire here.
Yeah.
Everybody was too tired to travel on further.
Yeah.
We're sitting by the fire.
Yeah, I would say y'all are making the fire, kind of getting, a little campsite set up, makeshift campsite set up just to rest for the night.
I'm gonna have been sitting by the fire and taking out my my little stick that I found in the pile of items, and I'm just like sticking it in the fire, like trying to catch it on fire. And I assume since it's a magic item, nothing's happening to it.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, all right, I'm sorry, I just couldn't remember that. Yeah. Yeah, nothing's happening to it.
I do want to attune to my wand.
Okay.
It's a wand of paralysis.
Thank you.
Wait, who got the wand of paralysis? Was it Dieter or Ted?
Ted.
Ted got the wand of paralysis? Okay, that's right, yeah. So you hand over your magic stick to Cal.
Juan? Which one attuned to it?
Thank you, good sir.
Wait.
So yeah, you now have
No, that's not. Okay.
I think he's already pretty much there, at least for level 6.
Yeah, I'm missing some audio here.
Yeah. All right, so
what just happened there? Because I was gonna attune to that wand.
no, you have a different wand.
Okay, yeah.
So Dieter had a wand and you had a wand.
I got you.
So yeah, you can attune to yours.
Okay.
You'll take time and you'll be attuned to the wand of paralysis.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I'm gonna slip on my new slippers. And we're about to take a long rest, right?
Yes.
I'm going to slip on my spider climb boots. What do those do exactly?
Spider climb boots.
Hey, Mark.
Hey,
Mark.
Trevor, you got hot mics.
Mark.
Yes.
Danielle was asking. We were talking unrelated to D&D, but how old? What grade is your eldest in? Is he a
He's a sophomore,
sophomore? Okay, gotcha.
and I got a freshman.
Sophomore and freshman. Gotcha. I couldn't remember.
In seventh grade and fourth grade and second grade.
I'll tell him. We were talking about at the soccer game and dinner and stuff, and I couldn't remember how old. And she came up here just a second ago, and I told her I'd ask.
Yep.
So always a fun
Going back.
conversation. Like, how's Mark? I don't know, like 47. I don't know.
Hey, real quick, I'll get everybody's magic items loaded up, before next session.
No,
but I
you're
go
good.
real quick.
I have it
Hey,
written
Chris,
down.
I threw in slippers and spider climbing, and Cram, there's the wand of the war mage.
That's what it was. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about. I didn't write that one down.
I added mine under my features and traits just so I can click it whenever I need to.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
So
Oh crap! I popped the chat out.
That's what she said.
happens to the best of us.
I did too. So.
Yeah. Sit back, breathe, drink some water.
Oh, good lord! I've made all of it disappear. Oh.
He's gone. Yeah. I'm gonna redo it too because.
Hey, Chris,
Yes.
I might be able to run with you.
What?
I might be able to run with you if I get these.
All right. So everybody's kind of got their newfound items they're playing around with as they're getting ready for camp time, bedding down. Anything else?
If I attune to this new staff, will I know what it does?
You spend a great deal of time examining it, feeling in your hands. You feel the magic flowing kind of through it there. You cannot attune to it though.
Oh, okay. So, okay, I can attune to mine.
Yeah, you can attune to yours, but the staff that Chris is referring to, he is not able to attune to. He spends time examining it, going over it, kind of maybe even practicing with moving, striking with it. But he feels you get a sense that the magic does not seem to connect with you.
I throw it in the fire.
What? Give it to me.
I'm just kidding. I'm not.
As you throw it in the fire.
I was really going to throw
it. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
A million snakes pop out.
I think you definitely should have thrown it in the fire. I just want to see if I can attune to it.
Oh, well, I'd give it to you to try to attune to it.
I mean, we can find out.
So I believe it takes an hour to attune to items. Is that correct?
But it was a short rest.
Short rest, yeah. So roughly an hour. So I would say as Chris is attempting to attune to the staff, it's not just a 30-second deal. He's spending several 30, 40 minutes, an hour, really examining it.
Yeah, he threw that shit in the fire.
Well,
I will give it to you.
Before he throws it in the fire, I want to hold it for a minute.
All right.
If you don't mind, because I don't. I'm getting a bad sense out of this. This staff is making me.
Okay.
I just want to touch it.
As Gustavo picks it up, looks over it again, I would say,
Let's see if I can get this in here.
Okay. I guess as I examine this staff, I would hold it for a minute and then throw it down and immediately start messing with this collar that's still attached around my neck, as if it were burning or itching or just being irritated to the point where it's uncomfortable.
Has anybody actually ever tried to get this thing off, Gustavo?
Nobody in the party that I know of.
Can I
yeah,
try to
nobody in
help
the
get it
party
off?
has.
I want to try to get this collar off.
All right, what do you want to do?
I don't know. Use a.
You just want to yank on it?
No, I want to use like a sleight of hand or something to try to.
Do you have any thieves
Fix the lock.
tools or any kind of tools to use? Everybody just froze on me.
No.
Oh,
That might have been my fault.
Sorry, everybody froze right there. Sorry.
Cal will hold out a key ring to the monk that has every type of tool that he could ever possibly want on it.
Nice. I like it.
Then I would take that.
I have artisan tools, cartographer's tools, thieves tools, everything you want. Take your pick.
I am proficient in thieves' tools.
I've got them. Here
Just
you go.
don't have any.
Oh, you've got some in your hand now. Please return those in the manner in which you found them, though, please.
So you said you're proficient in thieves tools?
I am.
Okay, you said you want to do some kind of sleight of hand or something. So you'll make a sleight of hand, or you'll make a sleight of hand check, or roll a d. You get to roll a d20, add
Okay.
your dexterity modifier and your proficiency bonus to the roll.
Okay.
Cal wants to help him because I'm proficient in them as well.
Nice.
You get advantage on it.
All right. 11 plus
Dex mod
dexterity
plus
modifier?
proficiency.
Huh?
Plus your
plus
dex
proficiency?
modifier and your proficiency bonus.
That's an 18.
It's an 18. As you take the thieves' tools and examine the collar around Gustavo's neck, any way you've ever used these thieves' tools before, any kind of prodding, prying, any kind of picking, you don't seem to find a real opening anywhere there you might get a tool in to kind of yank or feel around. You don't find any locking mechanisms, so to speak, when you feel around in there. It's really
Oh, did Jamie freeze up?
Yeah, he froze. Let's refresh.
Who's frozen?
Jamie.
J-Mic's frozen.
I can. Oh, now he is. Yeah. No, he's not frozen.
He is on mine.
me.
Oh, no,
They're saying you're frozen on theirs.
Mine frozen now.
yeah,
I'm
you're
frozen.
Okay.
So I left off with while we're poking and prodding, can't really find anything.
Yeah, you can't really find like a locking mechanism. You know, so any openings, any place you can get a tool in to feel around, you don't feel any tumblers, any locking mechanism. It kind of leaves you a little dumbfounded of how does this thing attach or deattach? How does it lock, unlock? How do you get it on and off? You know, that type of sense of going, how did this happen? Who made this? How did it get here?
You get it?
I'll just tell you, I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know how to. Fat fingers, you know how it is.
Oh, I'll hold my hands up.
Is it?
I know how
Is
it
it like? Is it like a leather collar?
Is it like what?
Leather or chain? Metal?
Well, it's like a metal collar.
I'll make it. How about make an investigation check? Like,
Okay. You can make an investigation check.
yeah. If I can get my mouse to work.
I'll tell them as they're making these attempts that that the dwarven village that I was taken in by had their best blacksmiths try to get it off, and then they were unsuccessful as well.
I would have said you should have led with that.
Well, they weren't locksmiths. They were just.
But
Yeah.
they just said there wasn't a lock on it, right?
No, there was definitely a lock on there.
Yeah, I don't know shit about that. I mean,
Is it like a padlock hanging off
I
of
mean,
the?
could I say it was a 9? Would it be a chain or a or
I'm gonna look around and find a big rock.
Okay. Well, I would say real quick, Ted. So Yastava said, you know, he described it as a metal collar, not a chain.
okay?
While there may be, while he says there's a lock on it, Monty, fiddling around the thieves' tools, even with his rolling advantage, he couldn't find a source of a locking mechanism in any holes he found, or you know, as he prodded around with it with the tools.
Like, bro, this thing
And
is,
Dieter went and grabbed a rock.
yeah,
Big
bro,
rock, big flat rock.
bro.
Yeah, so there's a stone wall surrounding this courtyard of the cathedral, you know, that's kind of in ruins. So there's plenty of, you know, large rocks that you could grab.
I'm gonna reach in my backpack and pull out a crowbar and a hammer.
you have a
Because I
crowbar?
have those. Yep.
Nice.
And I'm gonna look for a way to kind of wedge it in there to try and separate it.
Lose some hands, but that's fine.
Hold on, I'm gonna lay down the ground and kind of wedge his collar. So hopefully you don't like put this crowbar in my trachea.
So I'm looking for a way to pin it against the rock, and then I'm gonna like wedge the crowbar in it, and then I'm gonna whack the shit out of it with a hammer.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I want you to roll here.
Hopefully a strength check.
Who's the strongest person here?
Me. I have a strength of 20.
I'm just Chom Wayne's gonna kind of look over.
I'm still looking around like there's got to be somebody stronger than this guy.
Can you hear me?
He's wiry. He's wiry.
He's wiry.
It's watery.
What about the big metal guy? What about the big metal guy? Cow.
I would say so with an improvised kind of tool set here.
Well, actually, I think it specifically says that the crowbar gives me advantage on strength checks when used.
Okay.
I've got advantage on all that.
I'm gonna but like this whole situation is a bit improvised. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you roll actually a survival. Wait, hold on. It'll be a survival check, but you get to use strength instead of wisdom as the modifier. So and you'll have advantage with the crowbar. And I'll give you a D4 inspiration for being clever.
All right, let's do it.
Do it.
Here we go. And a +5 drum roll. Oh, I rolled like crap. 16.
16. So you didn't harm Yastava in this process. But as you go to try to wedge in it, you feel almost as you go down to hit on the crowbar to kind of pry wedge there. You feel a reactionary force almost come from the collar itself, like a magical force. Equal opposite reaction type vibe that you feel as you hit down on it. You almost feel it hit back. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of you get that sort of sense as you hit down on it.
Like a
So,
magnetic.
guys, this thing has some magic. Y'all watch out.
Yeah, Stava, do you remember how you got that collar?
Oh, very clearly. Just
Yeah.
put on me.
You can't. Well,
Can anyone make some magic disappear? This thing has the magic.
The guy that put on me can probably make it disappear, but I don't know where the hell he is.
I give up. I'm gonna go play with my shiny new sword.
It would be easy. John Wayne said it'd be easy to get color off with no head.
And with that, Dieter draws a giant obsidian great sword with blood ripping from the edge already.
You better stay with her, Chow Wayne.
I kid.
that was nice.
Wait, is your sword really dripping blood?
Yes.
Not evil at all.
And it's made out of obsidian. It's not made out of metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blood on it almost does not coagulate. It almost seems to magically be fresh all the time and moving across the blade.
Does it ever drip off?
Not really.
Can I
It's
touch
like
the sword? Can I touch
on
your
the
sword?
blade.
Yeah.
Do you want to touch my soul?
I can touch your sword.
It's
You
pretty sharp.
Take the sexual innuendo out of it, yes.
I mean, if you want to touch it right here in front of everyone, okay. But
Yeah, I want to touch the sword and try to see if the blood comes off on my fingers.
I'm going to get you to roll a charisma saving throw.
oh,
No, I'm sorry. Take that back. It'll be make a con save. Make a con save. You succeed here. As you touch the blood that's kind of moving along the blade itself, as soon as you make contact, you almost feel the blood. You feel almost as if the blood you touch is grabbing at your finger, almost trying to pull the blood straight through your finger that touches it. But you manage to kind of yank back just in time, or yank back real quickly before it grabs hold.
That happens.
I
I would just give Dieter the side eye.
yeah, I'm going to sheathe the sword after that.
Yeah, I would have probably saw that happen, and I have no clue. But I want to ask Dieter if I can hold his sword for a minute.
Nope.
Dieter, I just want to hit this tree real quick.
Mm-mm. It's made out of glass. You can't hit a tree with glass. No. Mm-mm.
What? No, it's not glass. It looks like a sword.
It's a sword, but it's made out of glass.
You're not very smart.
I'm just going to turn. I'm just going to.
Sword? Come on.
I'm just gonna turn and walk away.
Okay.
It's fine. Stupid crowbar man.
I put my crowbar and hammer back. I tried to help.
Does Dieter look any different now that he has that sword? Is he acting different?
I would say he looks more menacing with a giant black greatsword covered in blood.
But his personality and his demeanor don't seem any different.
As you look at him right now, he doesn't physically appear. I would say make a perception check.
That's what I was looking for. Because I wouldn't know to be looking for it unless I noticed it.
He doesn't appear physically any different at all. You don't see any, physical alterations in him. As far as mannerisms, I would say, nothing really seems off other than like y'all just walked out of like a demi-plane where y'all fought a blood demon.
Understood.
Ted wouldn't notice.
Well, I'm going to get ready to go to bed.
I guess I'll
Okay.
take this stupid staff back. But I'm going to put it in my. I'm the one carrying the fancy bag, right?
Yeah, you've got the bag. So I added that. I added that to your magic items list on the journal. It should be like a spacious bag, I believe is what it's called. Because I would say the staff is probably too big to fit in the bag.
Yeah.
Because I think the object has to be less than 2 feet long and less than a foot wide to fit in the bag. This is a smaller bag. It's not like the bag of holding. It's a little bit larger. It's almost the size of like a coin purse, like a little bit larger than like, if you had a little coin purse full of gold, on your hip type deal. It's a little bit bigger than that.
Your grandma.
Well, then
So it's not made to hold, larger items like a sword, but rather smaller trinkets, things like that.
And I'd ask Justava if being close to this bothers him, but being close to the staff bothers him.
Just the physical appearance bothers him a little bit.
Okay, well that's easy. Just don't look at it. I'm carrying it. Okay.
I'll get as far away from it as I can at this point. Just to feel comfortable while I'm sleeping. It doesn't frighten me or anything. It just makes me have an uneasy feeling.
Okay.
Like it was something familiar that was not great.
Ted's been asleep for about an hour.
Hey, I'm gonna ask this kind of the group. I'm gonna say, how obviously you guys know each other. Y'all have known each other. How did y'all come to end up in the lair down there? Were y'all brought there like I was, or?
I think ours is a pretty classic story of beating in a bar, right?
Bob. We all knew Bob.
Oh yeah, Bob.
You are at the funeral for Bob.
Yeah, it was like I said, a classic story of meeting at a funeral.
Yeah, we all had a good friend named Bob Lazar.
Have you heard of the death curse?
I have. That's what brought me down there as well.
Well, that's what we're looking for, brother. What's your plans? You heading out in the morning or what?
I don't know what to do now.
Why were you down there?
I've been looking for the answer to a question of how I could lift that curse or lift a death curse.
Did you know any of the other people down there?
I did not.
You didn't know
That guy that got thrown in the hole.
How about that little short guy that fell in the hole? He looked like he could have been a good fighter.
The one they call Rolo.
Yeah, he rolled down the hill.
He rolled down the hill.
Rolling down the hill.
But this is what we are doing. We are trying to stop the death curse.
Well, I have nowhere to go right now. That is my.
We have what you call the side mission for the sword, but we have the sword, so now go back straight for the death curse.
Yeah, that's a good question. Like, where do we go from here? Leader, you got any more missions you need to accomplish in random places we don't need to be going?
I am no, other than to say I am ready to kill lots of people. in order to save them from the death curse?
I would say, hold on real quick. I go as Stava said, yeah, that's a good question. Where are we going? You got any more side quests? Suddenly, that kind of just handful of scrap papers and books and stuff that Yastava grabbed from the lair y'all just fled from. Suddenly, a voice comes from one of the journals. That's like a little leather-bound book, but it seems almost as if a voice emanates from it, and all you hear is,
Oh shit.
Oh Lord. What is a battle tank?
What is this? What?
Why are we going red versus blue here?
I'm just glad somebody got the reference.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right. That's my favorite thing.
Oh yeah.
Surely we're not in.
No.
Yeah. Is there a base?
No.
Is there a gorge with 2 bases?
Yeah.
The only
No, that is
reason we
not
got
the
to camp over here is because they got to camp over there.
Yeah. I won't. Yeah. I want the Humvee.
Looks like a puma.
It's kind of a Puma. Yeah.
Chupa thingy.
So who's got the?
That's right.
So this came out of
Yeah, the scroll
Who's
that I'm
got
holding.
the
journal?
Who's got the journal?
Yeah.
Stava.
Journal that I'm holding.
Who has the journal?
Yeah, Yastava.
Probably have it. But...
Can I? Sheila?
Oh, Sheila. Oh my God. Yeah. It is Sheila.
So the journal respond back, yes, I am. You may call me Sheila.
I did. You what were you doing in the cave with all these people?
So Sheila respond, say, I'm sorry, I can only answer questions pertaining to your history.
My history?
Yes.
Okay. Where's the person that put this collar on my neck?
So I just added Sheila to your journal. I go, Sheila is now, this is the way I'm going to keep everything updated with plot points, etc. Sheila is a magically sentient journal that records your history as you travel with it. You can ask it any questions pertaining to your history, or you may open yourself up and allow it to detect thoughts where it can search your conscious memories to record them as well. This will be kind of the main journal source.
So not my past history, my history from this point on.
You can willingly let her detect your thoughts and memories, but she can only repeat them as you remember it. She does not bring corrections to history, memory, thoughts. Will only record it as you remember it.
It is not revisionary history.
Exactly. But Sheila will be your almost like because I was that's where the red verse. I was thinking of different names of like Siri, Google, Echo, and I was just like, this will be your sort of like ask Siri a question if you can't remember something.
Gotcha.
And we'll record plot points, all that kind of stuff, notable stuff under that.
Good deal. All right. So exact question, I misunderstood what she was referring to. Like when she said my history. Like.
Yeah. So I was like, I just went ahead, instead of going through that whole dialogue, I just went ahead and added that.
Does she have an icon up there?
Yeah. It's under Sheila.
It'll be under the party tab.
Okay.
Okay, Sheila. Well, make note that I'm going to sleep.
Ted wants to stay up and talk to her for a long time.
So as Ted talks to Sheila, I go, Sheila is magically recording all the events taking place, everything that Ted's telling her, etc.
Okay. And he's got a lot of stuff to tell her.
Anything else anybody wants to do here?
Where exactly are we? I was
Right outside where we were.
right outside where we were.
Yeah, we're close to the castle. Isn't the castle?
So y'all are at the large cathedral, like the ruins of the cathedral. Y'all are just outside.
Right. Alright.
I think it's, I'm going to bed. It's been
Yep.
a- it's been a
Yeah,
long
I'll
day.
take a rest, but
Hey, Wong Chain, you got first watch.
I'm gonna stay on first watch too because secretly I don't know any of these guys, and I'm not gonna fall asleep first.
I would tell you that I'd go knock on Cav and be like, hey, this guy, he's always up for a good watch.
sure.
That way.
So I would say as the several other members begin to bed down, Chan Wang's still suspicious of the group, not trusting, keeping first watch. Only takes 15-20 minutes to realize that Cal 1047 does not go to sleep, but instead goes into a sentry mode and watches over the group. As his steel defender makes circles around the group, keeping an eye out additionally.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, but you definitely need to stay awake.
So I'm gonna ask the robot, do you know where we are? Like on the map?
On the map.
Like if I were to mail you a letter, what would I put on the outside of the letter?
I need you to put 10 cents in an envelope.
Yeah, fuck that.
The robot knows where it's at because it
so-
knows where it's not.
You're in Houston.
Yeah, you're in Houston, Texas.
Where are we on the map?
That's a good question. Do we have a map?
Isn't there a player's map of
There is
had
a
a map.
player's map under the party tab. Here's what I'll bring you over to the
The active
the
map.
main player's map.
okay. Oh,
There it goes.
oh wow, okay.
So give us a second to load up, and then I'll give you a quick breakdown of what you're
Okay.
looking at here.
What was this go? Vilpo?
So I will say, so the red box that surrounded this point of interest, I did delete because you should see large ruins gathering. And once I move your actual player icon, you'll see the X underneath it to mark the location.
Mm-hmm.
So the green line is where the party has ventured so far.
Okay.
Starting up north in Port Nyanzaru, y'all made y'all's way through the jungle here. Y'all went to Firefinger, then to Curseball, and then made your way to the large ruins here. The other boxes are points of interest that y'all have seen before from different vantage points, et cetera, or been told about in some other way.
Roger.
So that's where the party is on the map.
Yep.
Okay, I had no idea. That's what I was curious.
While we're looking at the map, we'll ask John Wayne if he knows where he was headed.
I do not.
He got wrapped up in a group of people being carried away and ended up in a demi plane with a blood demon when y'all
Yeah,
came
but
storming in.
where was he when he got taken?
He was in the jungle.
Yeah, I had been
John
following.
Wayne, where do you want to go? You want to go with us? Or do you want to go somewhere else?
I don't want to go in the jungle alone, so I'll
We have
stay where
the
fire
robot.
robot that's walking around in
Yeah, he's fun to ride.
country mode.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Yeah, he has lots of cool shit on him, but he's also very, I guess you would say, he has a lot of constitution.
Oh, the Constitution.
Well, serious question though. Do we
Yeah.
want to go south to Nangalore, whatever's down there, or do we want to head over to the floating city?
Floating City sounds funny.
Yeah, so y'all saw the big red box was the mist that's kind of hovering above the tree canopy. Y'all did see some sort of floating structure or object kind of in the fringe of that mist. You could not clear enough to make out what it is, but you could clearly see something large floating. Ningalore was where the Cursabal, the Aarakocra there, told you of a orchid that grew there, where they could perform a ritual that will grant you the ability to fly for a certain period of time. Purple box up top left, that's the book that Ted bought, where that was the last known location of a construct.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And then the big purple box down at the bottom, I think it might have just been some ruins or something, or there was, y'all saw something next to, right off the peaks of flame, there was kind of an opening or maybe some structures y'all saw there.
I think it would behoove us to be able to fly in this jungle.
Agreed.
I can,
And
after
then-
the long rest, John Eagle, at least of some of us, we can fly.
Okay, so it sounds like we're heading to Nangalore.
Yep.
walking through this jungle makes my balls hot.
Little sweaty balls.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and
Let me make sure. Pretty sure I can do this.
well, you can turn into a giant eagle, but carrying the whole party, I don't think you'll be able to carry the whole party.
No, I'm talking about. Hang on, just give me 1 second.
Because you got 2 party members by themselves that are each like over 400 pounds or something like that.
Yeah, that's fine. Let me find the app. But yeah, y'all continue. I'll figure it out.
All right.
I can hear you.
So y'all will head south to Nangalore.
Mhm.
How far y'all are away? It's going to be at least like a 2-day journey. If nobody has anything else that they want to do before taking the long rest, we'll go ahead and say everybody goes to sleep. Everybody gets the full benefits of a long rest.
Let me figure this out.
And I'm just going to draw real quick. Y'all going to kind of follow this path over here. But real quick, when y'all wake up the next morning, before we actually head out from the camp,
Mm-hmm.
I need everybody to roll a d6 for me. Or anybody who took gold from the pile of gold in the layer y'all just came from. If you did not take gold, you don't have to roll a d6.
Actually, I don't remember if I did or not. I just rolled.
I got 8 pieces of gold out of. I rolled terrible, but I did get gold.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I did take gold.
So, J-Mick?
Yep.
I can conjure animals at level 6. I can do 2 giant eagles, 1 giant eagle for conjure animals. I believe. I'm still looking for that.
Conjure animals. Yeah, I got you.
So the giant eagle, and I can also make myself a giant eagle at level 6. So I don't know how many people we can carry with those people.
I would say how much does Cal weigh?
I can't find it. It's like 300 and something pounds.
Without equipment.
No, yeah, that's just without equipment.
And what does Gustavo weigh?
I can tell you. Hold on a second. He weighs 290 without equipment, and his equipment right now weighs a total of 160 pounds.
Holy shit.
So
With his
So that's
goal-
kind of the same for Dieter, by the way.
yeah, is it okay?
Dieter's like 285
Oh,
plus
God, you motherfuckers.
130
So I was
pounds
gonna
of
say
equipment.
there is a formula to figure out what you can carry, but I think my point was I think they're going to be out of the range of what
Okay.
you can carry
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
for any extended period of time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
You might could pick them up and move them, 30 feet or something, but I go in terms of carrying them
Yeah.
over the jungle top, I don't think that you're going to be able to accomplish that.
Understood. I agree with that. So.
Well, I mean, depending upon how close it is, I can shrink myself.
Yeah. No.
Can you shrink more than just yourself?
I think no, because I think
Higher spell slots?
I think it's a concentration spell.
Okay.
Well, you can concentrate.
No, but
on it.
what if you upcast it?
What level is it?
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah.
What can you do to yourself?
I can, and the same thing when I go to 2,500 pounds, I then enlarge or
Oh,
reduce.
you can make yourself smaller, that's right?
I can make myself an eighth of my weight.
I'll take him. I mean,
I would say if he shrinks himself, you can definitely carry him.
Yeah, it's not like Banish or something like that. There's no additional creatures.
Okay.
I guess.
Dude, imagine if you did that. Imagine how far I could throw you with a strength of 20.
Or how far I could fly you.
We could make a little tiny robot missile.
Just hold your-
I think they call those drones.
Cal the drone. Call him Caldrono.
Yeah.
All right. So as y'all have all gone to sleep, again, just the daily reminder because it's been a while since we've had a long rest. Monty, you were terrorized at night with nightmares of a serpent calling you to join it in the abyss.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Dieter, you also have wild, dreams of battle, constantly in combat,
And winning my combats.
and winning. So y'all will wake up the next morning. Everybody does get the benefits of a long rest. Anything y'all want to do before y'all leave camp and head out on the trail?
Pass without a
Let's
trace.
do it.
You're gonna cast Pass Without a Trace?
Yeah. On every member. If we're walking, I mean, otherwise, I can do that for you if you want me to. It's plus. I mean, everybody knows what it is. Plus 10.
Yeah, but so all right. So this is going to be like a 2-day journey to get there.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
So are y'all moving kind of stealthily?
Yeah, we'll pass it out of trace for sure.
Okay. All right, so y'all set off through the jungle, making y'all's way down south to Nangalore. Give me 1 second here.
Did I click that thing over there on the side?
Hmm?
Adjuberation thing?
Did you click what?
Oh, something popped in my window. I'm trying to get my character sheet back up.
Yeah. All right, so y'all will set y'all's way. Y'all start y'all's journey here. As y'all make it through, sort of uneventful. Y'all are moving, quietly, stealthily. Again, as y'all make y'all's way through the overgrown jungle. This is a very wild, overgrown place. So I go, even the ground floor, it's hard to even see almost the ground because the plant life that's grown up. There's even times with Ted being as short as he is, kind of disappears from sight underneath the overgrown plants. But other than that, mostly uneventful throughout kind of the first day of this journey as y'all make it kind of about halfway down there. As the sun gets to sort of setting, though, you're looking maybe for a place to set camp, set up. Oh, what the heck is happening?
Looks fine to me.
Can't grab y'all's token. There you go. I can't grab the little dude. All right, either way, I go, as you're getting close to settling down camp, y'all have seen throughout the day, y'all hear the sounds of, various creatures throughout the jungle, kind of the normal jungle routine that y'all have learned by now, the various, animals trolling through, all these different sounds. But as the sun gets setting, I'm going to have everybody roll a perception check for me.
Damn it, stupid mouse. Mine is a. Oh, actually, it was a crit.
Okay. As y'all are kind of getting, looking for maybe a spot to kind of bed down for the first night, halfway through this journey. You hear sounds coming off in the distance that almost sounds like talking. It's so far away that you can't really make out what's being said, or if you even understand the language, or if it's one language or multiple languages. It seems to be enough voices that you don't think it's a small group. It seems to be larger, too far in the distance for you to see anything. But you definitely hear a large number of voices all leaving all seem to be in a location out far enough in front of you. Like you can't see, but you can hear that loud sound of a loud crowd almost faintly in the distance.
Okay. If we could hear them, how far would that be? Like 100 yards or 200 yards?
So I would say it's hard to determine necessarily the distance because it's such a faint sound, but you would get a sense, or at least Monty with his role will get a sense that they are perhaps maybe a mile or so ahead of you. But it just seems to be enough voices, enough noise that it's carried kind of as the jungle's getting a little bit quieter, settling down for the night, as various creatures are finding their bedding. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of the jungle's quieted down enough that loud number of voices is carried far enough away that you just hear the faint sound of it.
Yeah.
But it's more about the number of voices, or the loudness of the voices combined that is carried so far, not that it's close enough.
So are we at dark right now?
Yeah.
Sun is setting.
All right.
Can we
So it's
tell
still
what the
daylight,
sound
but
is?
the
Can
sun
we
is
see-
getting ready to
can
go
we
down.
see smoke or appear a camp or any kind of
Yeah, right.
light?
So the jungle's so overgrown, you don't see any signs of smoke going up. Your vision within the jungle's sort of limited in terms of how far in front of you can see, because there's no clear line of sight through the jungle.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm gonna wild shape into a raven.
All right. So Ted will turn into a raven.
Yep.
I take it you're going to go fly towards the noises.
Oh yeah.
I will get you to roll a stealth check
With pass without a.
with your pass without trace.
Oh, hang on 1 second. You said stealth.
Yeah.
Let's see.
30. Yeah, you're good. As you go flying out in front of you, it does take quite a bit, because like I said, it's far enough out. You kind of head up above the trees, try to get up above the canopy a little bit to see if you can see anything.
Yep.
Once you breach the top of the canopy, you don't see anything of note that would say, oh, that's where the noise is coming from. All you really see is the tree. So you just still keep heading towards the noise. And as you get closer, as you begin to kind of head off, it does get a little bit louder, so you get a sense of its direction. Again, you don't see anything above the canopy, so you decide to maybe dart down below the canopy roof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry, before you dip down again, I would say as you keep traveling forward, you do notice maybe there's just the faintest edge of an opening, you know what I'm saying, where you can see a break in the canopy.
Yeah.
Again, trees kind of fill that circle, but you can see where there might be a break, in a ring around an area. So you dip down to, again, stealthily kind of approach, trying to remain out of sight. And as you approach that ring, you kind of stop at the edge of the jungle there and look out, where you get a little bit of visibility. And you do notice it does look to appear to be some ancient ruins that you've maybe seen, similar to what you've seen before, some broken down ziggurats, maybe some old stone homes or storefronts, or something like that are just old and dilapidated. But what catches your eye is, amidst all the ruins, you see the signs of a freshly made wooden wall that surrounds the ziggurats. You do see, even on the buildings that remain, the places where stone has fallen off, you see signs of repairs of wood, wood repairs made to it.
Mm-hmm.
You see signs of life here. It almost looks like a small little, or maybe like a large clan or a large tribe, has gathered here. It seems to be a place of large gathering. You would even spot at this point, you notice where the large sound is coming from. There are probably a good 100 different creatures are leaving from this place in all different directions. You notice creatures of all different races, from dwarves to lizard folk to Choltian tabaxi that you've seen before. You even notice some Yuan-ti, some orcs, goblins. You see just such a wide range of creatures, and they all seem to be, kind of leaving, headed in different directions. Some of them, they have backpacks. They maybe even have small dinosaurs or medium-sized dinosaurs they're using as like pack mules, to carry carts with items, etc. So that's what you would kind of observe.
Okay, so point that out on the map for me, just so I know.
I'm not necessarily going to do a whole new spot, because it's not going to be necessarily a whole hex away, but it was far enough out that it'd be about a mile travel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. All right.
Like y'all, if the group decided to walk for 20 minutes, it would stumble upon it.
I gotcha. All right.
So it's not going to be that far out that it's a whole new spot, but
Yep. No, I got you.
it's more about giving the party a choice. Do y'all want to approach or camp here and wait
Yep.
for the morning?
I got you. No, I'll inform them.
All right, so you're going to head back?
Yep.
So it's double that, so I get 80
There you
for the movement.
Oh, well.
All right. The
Ted has
Raven,
returned as his Raven.
the Raven will have returned, and I'm gonna try to figure out who the smartest person here is.
The smartest person?
Yeah, it won't be you. We'll go to Chris.
Probably not me.
It's going to be Cal if it's anybody.
Okay, Cal. Listen up. And it'll be mentally, I'm still a Raven, so it'll
So he's
be,
got to speak telepathically.
yeah, telepathically to you that there are several ziggurats, or at least one that I know of, that were dilapidated but are being repaired at this point, and we see at least 100 creatures leaving that area. Unclear why they might be leaving that area, but the makeup of that is every one of us, elves, wood elves, everything's leaving, and I couldn't tell you why, but that's what's going on.
All right. I'll relay that to the group.
So did you see any orchids?
Did I see what?
Are we looking for the orchid flower?
Yeah, we're looking for.
No.
I would remind the group that at this point, you would estimate you're probably a good day to day and a half away from Nangalore, the place where the orchid grows.
We were close on the, okay.
That might be when they're leaving. I don't know. But that's what I was told. But any race you can dream of, that's what was leaving.
I'm gonna look at the robot and I'm gonna be like, the bird told you that?
Here.
Did he say what they look like? Like, do they look undead? Because there's a lot of undead here.
Am I able to communicate back to him, or is it only a response type thing?
You can communicate back. And Jay, I don't know if you told me if they were undead or not. No,
I don't think he can respond back telepathically. He can speak out loud and you can understand him, but
Yeah,
you have to respond telepathically.
They weren't undead, right?
They did not appear undead to you.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So, and they're less than a day.
I'm gonna let Ted answer this as almost like a telephone game here.
He asked you a question, Brock.
What did he say? I didn't hear it.
He said, "Are they slaves? Are they running for their lives? Or what's the situation?"
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that.
Are they workers? Do they appear to be the ones that are building?
They just appear to be fleeing. And, I couldn't,
Fleeing, like running?
leaving. Yes.
Like packing up
Packing up and leaving.
with incomplete work on the ziggurats.
Could you tell what direction they're running, and could we talk to one of them?
Yeah, are they headed this way?
I could easily go talk to one of them.
No. I'm saying, are they running our direction? Could we intercept one of them as a group?
I believe they're leaving south, right?
No.
J-Mate?
So I would say, I would say what you saw was they were different groups leaving in all different directions. So it is potentially possible that one of those groups, would be headed your way for you to intercept.
Okay, I got you.
I'm gonna pull my book out and go Sheila, Jungle Day 1, Bird, talking to robot.
As you open the book up, you see nothing but blank pages on the inside, but Sheila will speak out and be like, and just say, I'm recording everything as I see it and hear it.
I'll give her the thumbs up.
Because she saw it.
Well, I say we
We lay a trap.
guide and intercept one of these parties that comes through.
I understand how the book works, but Yasaba does not. So
No, I know. Okay. So everyone still has Pass Without a Trace. So I will get everybody to roll a stealth check.
yeah, I will join and
Mine is a
You do
20.
get the plus 10 though.
checks now.
You do get the plus 10 for Pass Without a Trace.
Yeah.
Mine's a 23.
I'm gonna get my mouse to work. I'll roll it for you.
All right, so everybody should be plenty good there. As y'all sit and wait, it does y'all kind of find good hiding spots and get still and quiet. Probably a good 15-20 minutes pass before y'all do hear sounds kind of coming from up in front of you. Somebody roll a d8 for me real quick.
I can't do that.
Just
either.
one person.
6.
So you actually see as the sounds get closer, y'all get still and quiet and are peering, waiting to make actual eye contact, actually lay eyes on the group that's approaching. Suddenly, kind of maybe a good 100 feet in front of y'all, kind of through the brush as they're making their way. First glance, the first sight you see is maybe like a medium-sized dinosaur coming through. As it begins to break through the kind of brush, you notice it's almost being used like a pack mule, where it's got like a cart almost attached to it, dragging, a cart of stuff. And as it continues to approach forward, you notice flanking on either side, just a little bit behind it, a small band of albino dwarfs, 5 in number, that seem to be kind of walking alongside this dinosaur.
So he's the Fred Flintstone dinosaur mine worker.
Albino dwarf, like Drugar, or whatever, however you say, Drugars.
No, so those are more gray, like dark, live underground. These are the albino dwarfs that dwell in Cholt, in the jungle. I think y'all have seen albino dwarfs before. Y'all saw some back in Port Nyanzaru.
Yeah, there were a couple there. They don't see us yet, and they're about 100 yards away.
Yeah, they're approaching about 100 feet away at this
100
point.
feet. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but no, they do not see you. Y'all rolled past stealth checks. Y'all are hidden, quiet, still. They don't seem to be necessarily looking for anything either. You know what I'm saying? They're almost chatting amongst themselves as they walk. As they're walking.
Family of them.
I mean, right now they're gazing at a giant eagle floating over them.
Wait, what?
What?
I'm a giant eagle.
No, you're a raven.
You're a raven.
Raven, whatever. Yeah.
Did you say they
Well,
were
there's a difference between
family?
a giant eagle and a raven.
Yeah.
Did you say they were a family, J-Mick?
I just said a small band.
A band.
No, they seem to be just walking alongside the dinosaur, kind of chatting amongst themselves.
If we're close enough, can we tell if they're armed, or are they combative in nature? Or are they just miners?
They are armed. They typically have a spear with them. You know, maybe one or two has a spear. Hold on.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Well, not anymore.
Did you hear my question?
No.
Lost like half the group here.
I was asking if they were running or they just.
Wait. I hear you. I just don't see you.
Can you not see me?
I see.
I'm refreshing.
I see
Brandon and Jared, I don't have.
I don't have Jared. I
I
got
think
Brandon.
Jared turned his camera off, I think.
I think he had people. There's
Hold on,
Brandon.
give me 1 second here.
He'll be back. But yeah, I got
Uh,
Mark.
regardless of what's going on, I will stand up and address them since we need to get some contact here. I'm just going to stand up and wave and be like, hey, friends, that's our Raven. We have a question for you.
They at the sight of you kind of popping out from
I'm going to smile. Big
from
white
you know
teeth.
being hidden. I go the first reaction, you know, they instinctively kind of step back defensively, you know, spears drawn, but then they sort of, as you speak and they hear you, you know, they see the friendly wave, the hey friend, you know, till they relax, soften, you know, kind of drop the spears down. They're like, what are you doing out here?
I do speak Dwarvish. So
Yes.
as soon as I notice their dwarves, I will switch to Dwarvish and just say we're adventuring, looking for some sort of flower. Where are you coming from?
They'll kind of look at each other with a little bit of a hint of confusion on their face, and one of them will speak up and say, well, look around, there's flowers everywhere.
I really don't know what it's a particular flower. I'm not very familiar with it, but we heard a lot of noise in the distance. Is there something going on down there?
Said, yeah, everybody's leaving the meeting place for nighttime.
What are y'all meeting about?
So, well, no, not meeting about something. It's the meeting place. So are you not familiar with it?
No. We met some people earlier, but they kicked us out.
He'll go. Well, you're a bugbear. You're native around here. Do you live around here?
It's a long story, but no.
Say,
what's the meeting?
It's the sun's getting ready to go down. I mean, I would advise to find someplace safe to rest up for tonight. So I mean, I guess you could stay at the meeting place. I think it's under the limit. There's probably room there.
Oh, hold on a second. I got some people with me.
So well, how many of you are there?
Oh, at least two of us. Three, maybe. I don't know.
Three.
I don't do good with numbers.
He'll just go. I mean, you can go ask him. I don't know how many people were staying there tonight.
Hey, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Son of a gun.
No.
He lost his.
He says, I'm Theldir.
Theldir?
Theldir.
Theldir. I'm Yastava, and I'll kind of motion back to the group as they, I guess, would come out of the woods. And there's way more than two, obviously.
Whoever wants to come out can show themselves. Anybody who wants to remain hidden can remain hidden.
I'm gonna be in a tree.
Yeah, you're still a raven.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody
I'm
else
gonna stay
stepping out
hidden.
his emotions.
No, I'm staying hidden.
I'm coming out.
All right, so Monty will step out. Dieter?
Yeah, I'll come out.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I got you.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay hidden because I'm still unsure about a lot of stuff.
Give me a.
Crown.
I think he turned his video off.
Oh.
Yeah, it seemed like there was a bunch of people I could hear a lot of people. Where are they going? Are they going to hide for the night?
Yes, well, yeah, everybody's going home. They're going back to their tribes, their clans, wherever they call home for the night.
What do y'all do at the meeting place?
As he sees you step out, being the because you're a half elf, is that correct?
A wood elf.
Wood elf, yeah. Looks at you and he sees Dieter as well, the human. You see him kind of looking at the group there. Almost a little hint of just disdain at Dieter a little bit, like not just outwardly hostile or aggressive, but just kind of like they see him and then almost dismissive of him as they look at y'all and they say, "I'm surprised y'all must not be from around this jungle here or live in this part of the jungle here. The meeting place is where we all gather to barter, sell, handle disputes, etc. In a neutral zone with sort of a ceasefire between the tribes."
Did I notice the sort of disdain on his face for the human that showed up?
I would say it was noticeable.
I'll tell him in Dwarvish that this one can be trusted. He's not like the others.
Hate that future.
And I will respond with, I completely understand, and this is his mission is not that of the others. And I'll try to give him some reassurance of that.
Yeah. He'll kind of shrug his shoulders and say, and just respond back and just say, I mean, there's no prohibition, just our personal taste. In fact, he'll actually he'll respond back and say, Vasul has no prohibitions on this. Just those that are born of the jungle have a distaste.
Who's Vasul?
Vasul's the one who founded the meeting place.
Well, she's a note Vasul.
She'll respond back, would you like to start the tutorial?
Listen, I appreciate the information. It's nice of you to entertain us, but where exactly can you point us in the direction of the meeting place?
He'll respond back, absolutely. He was in I understand y'all are not from this jungle here. As the sun's setting, I would highly recommend either getting to the meeting place to bed down in safety for the night or find a place out here that can be defended easily. He said it shouldn't be too hard to find. You can just follow the footprints that, kind of pat the dinosaur on its back and say that our mule here is left behind. I go, I'm sure it's left deep enough tracks you can follow them back to the meeting place.
I appreciate that. So, assuming we're not going to go to the meeting place, what is the biggest threat that we're going to face if we, aren't successful in finding a safe place to bed down?
At this point, only you three have shown yourselves, and so he'll look and say, I mean, with you three, with it just being three of you here, it might not be that big a deal, but you can just never be too careful out here. But the problem is, when large numbers of living bodies gather, tends to attract swarms of the undead at nighttime. So tend to try to stay separated.
We're familiar, but I appreciate the heads up. I'll thank him and wish him good luck on his journeys, and then I'll allow him to move on his way. As
they kind of progress forward, he'll kind of nod back and give just a friendly wave goodbye as well and utter a blessing of Ubtal to you, of just Ubtal guide you.
You as well.
He'll hear a voice and it says, "You as well."
Kind of look around. He looks at Yastava a little bit, almost curiously, like, that wasn't his voice. And then he'll kind of just shake it off and continue going.
Yep.
I'll look around as well.
All right, so they'll continue on their way.
As soon as they're out of sight, I guess we'll discuss if we want to go to the meeting place or if we want. Meeting place sounds like Walking Dead.
Yeah.
You're going into like a stronghold.
Well, it sounds like an ambush. I didn't say that.
I'll let y'all decide what y'all want to do.
I'm talking to the group. I'm.
What's the closest town to here?
That you know of is probably Curse of Ball, but that's like 4 or 5 days away.
Yeah.
Or three days away. That was, up in the mountaintop, with all the Aarakocra.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know. We know we're looking for an orchid, right?
So the Aarakocra were the ones that told y'all about the I believe it was a black orchid, the wild black orchid that grows in Nangalore, and kind of pointed y'all in the direction.
Mm-hmm.
Gave you a general sense of where it is.
All right.
So,
Well, I mean, I guess if we're in the general meeting area, that might be the safest place.
they seem friendly enough.
Yeah.
He didn't seem like he was too upset about anybody showing up.
And, yeah. Like, they had a bunch of people of different races. So I think us camping there might not be a bad thing.
I know we're looking for a black orchid, but somebody else might know exactly where it is.
Yeah.
Might save us some time.
Yep.
I mean, I could probably take us right there. Pretty sure I could. My superior tracking skills. But
So y'all are going to the meeting place?
I think we camped there.
All right, I'll just get you to make a survival check with advantage.
me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
17. So easily enough, even though the sun's setting, it's kind of starting to get dark, lights dwindling, you're still able to see the imprints, the footprints left by the dinosaur carrying the cart there. It was heavy enough, deep enough to be able to track easily enough back to the meeting place. Give me 1 second. So as y'all make your way following the tracks, you come to, there's a little bit of a break in the jungle where there maybe is like just a small clearing of distance between the jungle that allows you to kind of see. You come to the edge of it and you can see in front of you, it's probably a good another 100 feet break. A ring kind of goes around this kind of ruined area, and you can see now what Ted saw earlier on his journey. There does appear to be a more new, freshly made kind of wooden fence or barricade around these ruins. Even the parts, the buildings that were there, the parts that are dilapidated or fallen, seem to be somewhat repaired with wood, kind of here and there, making these old dilapidated buildings freshly made new shelters. There does appear to be a gate kind of on the side y'all are approaching from. You would assume there's probably one on the other side, or on each side type thing. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot of movement in front of you at this point. And I'm going to drag y'all to a different, actually, I'm going to add this in, and I'm going to drag y'all to a different map real quick, just so y'all can have a visual here of what we're looking at.
Sucked us into a map.
It's never good.
That's fine.
Y'all should see kind of a brief overview of the meeting place here.
Brief. Jesus Christ. And read this much in a year.
Yeah.
What is this? English 202?
The rules of the meeting place. Okay.
Cliff notes: no hostile actions.
Lying, when gambling, battering, discussing issues.
Sorry, I meant to say bartering. Might be a typo, but. So I'm going to bring y'all over just for the sake of visual here. At this moment, all these people are not here because it's nighttime. But just so the way y'all are on the map, kind of in the meeting place.
Are there less than 20 people there?
Yeah.
I like that question.
Like I said, all the tokens you see here, they're not here right now.
Yeah, I only asked
because it's nighttime. These are all the different races, everything that Ted saw leaving.
Yeah, I just did a flop Still doing it.
Cal, you're free to stay. You don't count as a warm body.
That's true.
So at this point, I brought y'all to the map, but y'all technically y'all are still on the jungle edge. Y'all have not actually entered in or come approach. I just kind of pulled us to the map here.
I like it. So as we approach, I guess we're doing it as a group under. Probably still pass without a trace.
Yeah, I'll give it to you at this point, but we're nearing the end of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we might probably even announce ourselves. We didn't get the race of the leader. What's his name?
Vasul.
Vasul.
He did not mention the race of Vasul to you in the conversation you had. He just mentioned the name.
I'm gonna grab Wang Chang.
Wang Chang.
Alexa. Yeah.
John Wayne?
John Wayne.
Yeah, John Wayne.
He's talking to somebody. Either way. Maybe
Hold on, say it. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was talking.
Oh, I want you to see if you can make contact with these people.
As in walk up in there?
That bugbear is the best face of relations.
Okay.
I get strange looks.
Yeah, can you count, by the way? Because earlier you said...
What? Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'll venture forward into the...
I've got
out of the jungle's edge.
Yeah.
All right. So as you break through the jungle edge, there's no real covering or hiding at this point. Like I said, it's a good 100 feet of kind of openness between the jungle's edge and where the meeting place begins. Are you just walking up front?
Yeah. Is there I'm just going to walk toward... do I see people or do I see... I'm going to just...
Yeah, so as you're approaching the gate there, probably a good kind of 50 feet out in front of you, or as you get about 50 feet away, you do see there does appear to be two kind of, not necessarily guards, but people near the gate who would see you approaching that would call out to you. And just say, hey, you coming or going?
Coming.
Coming? Well, I'd say hurry on up. We're getting ready to close the gates for nighttime.
Okay, I have some companions with me. We're traveling.
There's two of us.
They hear the voice from over on the jungle's edge and be like, all right, it's just two of you?
No, there's more than two of us.
There's more too. How many of you are there?
There's
7.
6 of us. 6 of us.
They kind of look at you curious. They're going, was it 2, 6, 7? How many of you is there?
There's 6 of us. One of my friends, unsure of his arithmetic.
Can I travel over here and light on this?
Land on my shoulder.
Right. Yeah, no.
Well, hold on.
I'll do that.
I just pulled you to this map just for the purpose of having y'all on here. Y'all aren't actually like in here yet. Like all this is this daytime setting. This is nighttime. All these people are gone. Type deal.
I got you.
Okay.
I was just pulling you so we have a visual instead of just staring at the map.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say there's 6 of us looking for a resting place tonight. The jungle not always kind in the nighttime. We ran into some people that were just leaving, a group that was just traveling from here, and they recommended a good place to stay here.
And he said, "It's like, yeah, absolutely." And they'll kind of look at each other, and he said they'll see one kind of hold up his hand and kind of start. They're looking at each other and kind of look at their fingers, and one will be like, "Would you say 6? There's 6 of you?"
Jesus, y'all are counting too.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, there's 6 of us.
6 of you. They kind of look at each other and they're, yeah. Come on in. I would say just go introduce yourselves to Vasul and let him know y'all are staying here, or Ozil, either one, Vasul or Ozil. Just let them know y'all are going to be camping out here tonight. Make sure it's okay.
All right. Thank you.
Easy enough.
I'll be right back.
Vasul or Ozil? Where can we find them? I mean, not that I can talk, but
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna. I assume they kind of pointed a direction.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he pointed, and I'm gonna bring Cav up. Like, stay here. I don't trust any of these people.
So Cal's staying at Jungle's Edge?
No, Cal's coming with me.
Cal's coming with you? Okay.
I mean, if he wants to.
Oh no, yeah, I'm coming.
Oh yeah.
yeah, Jamie, you tell me when that raven drops.
How long is it?
An hour.
An hour?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it probably would have dropped by now.
Okay, so I'm back to Ted.
Okay. Either way, as y'all come in, and as I said, they're kind of welcoming everybody in for the night as y'all come in. One on Will, if you ask, hey, where is Vasul, so we can go check in, he'll kind of point to a building, one of the larger buildings. It'll be this building over here on the right side of the map. He kind of points it to be like, it's kind of our makeshift tavern, or a place where people typically sit and eat and drink, or maybe even bed down for the night. He said, I'm sure Vasul's over there.
And what does Vasul look like?
He's the giant elephant looking guy.
Fair enough.
Have you ever seen an elephant? Because you'll see, because he stands up on 2 legs like a person, but he's like really big and gray, and he's got like a long nose that comes down and some like 2 big teeth sticking out, on either side that are kind of curled up. Really big ears. He'll hear you coming, I'm sure.
Bro, that's awesome.
Fair enough. As we make our way that way, I'm just going to tell Cav that I don't like any of this.
too nice to be in the city. Or into the tunnel. But I'll go that way. 'Cause
Oh, I'll go that way too.
Yeah, me too.
I'm
All right, as everybody kind of approaches in, I would say you all move into kind of the tavern area, and it's as you all walk through this kind of place, it is empty. It's kind of, you see everything's kind of gone, and as you walk into the tavern place, there does appear to be just a handful, just 4 or 5 people in this building sitting down, kind of eating a meal. Right away, you spot Vasul, kind of the elephant-looking creature, larger than the rest around him, who will. What's up? Oh, gotcha. As you walk in, he'll greet you and say, newcomers, first time visiting the meeting place here. I assume you're staying with us tonight?
Correct.
Don't be my understanding as long as there's room in the inn.
He goes, yes, no problem. We actually have a low count tonight. Only 15 here, or only 14 here with, you would see 6. Actually, 5 of you. We're good. Y'all can stay here, no problem.
How much?
Is there any payment due?
Says, no, not at all. The only thing you have to pay for is if you buy anything in the morning from those who sell, if you need any food, drink, pay the price of a meal and a good drink, or I should say maybe first round's on me. I'd be more than happy to buy first drink. You look like you've been traveling a long ways, and the beds for the night, and he'll kind of point to the building across the way from the building y'all are in. So most of the beds are over on that end. There's a few rooms. Really, any empty building you find will most likely have at least a bedroll there for you to lay your heads in tonight.
Okay, so I'm gonna inside check this motherfucker.
7. You believe he's being honest, genuine, true. You don't find any deception in him, or don't sense any ulterior motives. As he's kind of pointed y'all around, he'll say, this is certainly an interesting group that stands before me here now. I believe, I've always believed this meeting place has been an unusual gathering of various races and creatures, but looking at you, I must say y'all still perhaps take the cake, as they say, in a strange bunch. I will say it's your first time being here. We do have a couple of rules that we strictly enforce and must insist upon if you're going to stay with us. So they're actually written on the outside of this building, right next to the door. They're also written on a sign by the gate. You'll see it posted in a few places. All I would ask is that you familiarize yourself with these rules. The main thing is no hostilities while you're here. This is a place of neutrality. No fighting or harmful actions, spells that might encroach upon one's autonomy. Please just stay to yourselves. Do not act in a negative way towards others, and we will have no problem.
Can I, you said there's other people in here with us?
There's about 4 or 5 in there.
Can I read the room, kind of make sure, see what, they're just going to look, see what the mood is, or are they all?
Yeah,
not
make an
concerned
insight
with
check.
Yeah, I saw that, Brandon.
Mhm.
Wait, what? Oh, as you look around, you get a general sense. It almost has a little bit of vibe of like a store closing up for the night type feel, or like a bar closing down. It's very low energy. People are kind of just sitting, appear to be just sort of resting, catching a meal. Maybe there's, the bar keeps kind of wiping down dishes, etc. A couple of heads have turned just to kind of look at you, but nothing seems more than just a curious glance of some of these creatures have never seen things that look like y'all before. Or, 1 or 2 of you have never seen something like a giant metal robot, horse, things like that. Just kind of curiosity, but you don't sense any kind of ill intent.
Okay.
Giant metal robot horse.
Did he like hand us a pamphlet to read the rules?
No, you said they were written outside next to the door, and there's also several signs posted. One at each gate and throughout the town, you'll see the rules posted on the signs, and just said, ask that you familiarize yourself with them, and he gave you kind of the number one rule.
Well,
All right. Well, I'm gonna go look for a place to bed down.
Yeah, we'll just go where he told us to.
if he pointed us in a direction, we'll go there. And he
It said most of the beds are in the building on the far side. He said most of the beds are on the building far side. He said there's also, smaller buildings scattered throughout. He said most of them have a bedroll thrown down in there. You can bed down in any one of them.
As we walk out, I'm gonna kind of walk next to whoever, Ted.
Yeah.
And just kind of say, these people are a little too friendly around here, huh?
Bro, it seems like they're cool as like the other side of the pillow.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
Okay. Now take us nervous.
I'm gonna walk out and grab Dieter. But did Dieter have the staff that was in the shape of a snake, or was that
That's Monty.
Yeah, that was me.
and say, look, see that statue in the middle of the snake? It's a lot like your staff. I don't necessarily like it.
You don't like the statue either?
Nah, not a big fan, brother.
I mean, what do you want to do about it? Do you want to trash this place?
Not just yet.
One of the rules is no violence.
Until there is.
Yeah. He said,
Who was the leader guy? Who were we talking to? I was out.
So that was Vasul.
Basul.
he was the elder.
Have we left Basul? Did we say that?
Yeah, we're walking across the courtyard at this point.
I would like to go back to Basul and ask him about the snake thing. Snake.
Okay. Yeah. So as you go back and ask, he'll simply say, yeah, these buildings we did not build these buildings. This was a place where a tribe lived years ago, centuries ago, etc. Perhaps longer than that. It appears to be, from my assessment, there are 2 or 3. There's about 3 ziggurats outside, the bigger setting that all this is contained within, and he'll kind of reference those and say, from my assessment, it appears this was a place of worship at one point by a tribe here. From my time spent here in Cholt, it seems that there are many who perhaps revere Dindar, the night serpent, as a deity of choice to worship. I would assume the serpent statue there in the middle of the fountains is probably a leftover statue in honor or perhaps even involved in the worship of this Dindar.
Do you think
That would be my best guess.
You think the statue is Dindar?
He'll say, no, to my understanding, from the Yonti who have ventured here and that I've questioned and asked about this topic, I believe it is of the Yonti belief that Dindar is sealed away inside the peaks of fire.
Oh, where's that?
On the map, those are the big volcanoes down southern part of Cholt. It says Peaks of Fire down there. It's like 3 giant volcanoes down there.
Okay. What?
He says, but to this, I cannot confirm yes or no. That is simply some of the Yonti that I have met in my time here seem to indicate they believe that to be the case.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Did they know what the Dindar, or do they know what the religion is about? Like, what do they think about the Yonti? Are the Yonti good people, bad people?
Are you asking Vasul?
Yeah.
Vasul would simply kind of reference, I am not native to this land by any means. How I even got here, I'm not entirely sure myself. But in my time here in Schultz, I have found that each race has its own ideas, their own beliefs about who belongs in Cholt, who does not belong in Cholt. Each one has their own various religions and gods that they worship, their own ideas of all these things. It is not my place to note who is good, who is evil, who is right, who is wrong. All I have seen is conflict between them all. I started and founded the meeting place as a place where they can discuss ideas without worry of being attacked, a place where we can meet and discuss issues, where we can settle disputes without violence.
Okay.
Do you stay here every night?
He says, yes, myself and Ozil stay here every night, as well as a few of the others who have grown to make this place home have decided to stay each night. We do ask a couple to stand watch on the walls just to make sure we do not have the undead or threats coming for us at nighttime.
Are there any Yanti here tonight?
You see him kind of think for a second, and he'll say, "No, oh, no, none here tonight. They are here every day. There will always be at least some that venture this way, but there are none staying here tonight. The Yonti almost every night without fail, every one of them leaves to return home."
Just gonna thank them for their hospitality. And I'm gonna walk back out.
He'll say, "Absolutely, all are welcome here as long as you follow the rules." And he'll say, as you turn to leave, he'll say, "Hey, before you go though," he goes, "I did say I would get a round of drinks on me if anybody wants a drink." And he'll kind of real quick, he'll kind of speak off a language that you don't understand to one of the grungs behind the bar, who will start grabbing a few glasses.
Okay.
I'll wave them off. I can't afford to kill any more brain cells.
I'll pass on the drink
Just-
as well.
Yeah, anybody who wants a drink, he'll offer it to.
I'll take a drink.
Yeah, I'll walk out with Gustavo.
Yeah, I'm going to make my way over to where he said bed down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. That's where I want to go.
So I headed to the larger building on the other side.
Yeah.
As y'all make your way over there, I go, it does seem to be a larger building, broken up into smaller rooms. You might even see, maybe it looks like maybe part of these places used to be used as storage, various things like that. But like I said, they've kind of all been turned into kind of makeshift rooms maybe some of, kind of just pinned up like a blanket or some cloth, to make like a curtain separating rooms. You see just some just plain bed rolls on the ground, nothing extravagant, no nice comfy beds, just some place to lay down and a pillow there if you need it.
Fine, that's fine. I mean, I could probably sleep on a pillow. So
I'm going to get to my bedroll and get myself comfortable, but I'll go ahead and take advantage of this ancestral tattoo.
Okay. You need to roll a D100.
Mm-hmm.
Let me find that table. Hold on, I'm gonna grab that table.
Everybody rolls them? No.
No, it's just Trevor.
Okay.
Can't remember how this works.
Oh, yeah, okay.
there we go.
So I'm just going to kind of ask, so we're here looking for a flower. How does this flower help us break the curse, or the death curse?
It doesn't. We can bring it back to the Arakoka, and they can do something with us to give us the ability to fly.
Yeah. Which I now possess the ability to fly.
Do we need to fly somewhere for the death curse?
No, but you can all fly. I don't know about the death curse, but it wouldn't hurt.
Ready?
Yeah. I meant to ask, is this a time sensitive deal?
Good question. You have good questions. Oh, no, I got to do some other stuff too. Oh, that's in my character sheet.
Okay, Alexa, I'm just gonna run this up real fun. Feelings are like fruit at the bottom of the yogurt. You have to stir up that fruit. Or else one day, finish the yogurt. What's left is just a sad bottom. Or, yeah, just the yogurt. That's very fine.
I got about 5 minutes left in me, guys.
I think we all do.
Yeah, it's about time to wrap up.
But I'm not upset.
Let's figure what they're doing. And then,
This will be a good stopping place
yeah.
before we fight a giant snake.
Yeah, it's gonna be a giant thing. And all these other assholes. Like he's trying to kill one of us for sure.
Very funny story you tell about your dad. That your dad. No. What is going to be for less than an hour? Dad, I need help. In a minute.
I'm so close. Steady. Hey, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. That's right.
So this is, what are they talking about? What did Trevor roll this 91 for?
I don't know.
Mm.
My mouse is jumping around so much. I need new batteries. You rolled a 91 for something.
It's your head. I messed up and I shouldn't have said those things. I was so scared to break up. I broke it. I'm sorry.
I'm scared.
No, I was scared of you.
I love that you're scared.
It was more about I'm touching.
Let's get some these.
Great idea. I'll bring the cake.
I think they're trying to figure out how to handle this.
Danny, ready?
Well, while they continue to figure that out, I gotta go sleep.
Yeah. Don't blame
Oh.
All right, I would say, well, I might see you tomorrow night, Jerry.
Yeah, I'll be out there.
Yeah,
you. You got soccer?
yeah.
How long does soccer last? I just don't
Till
know.
February.
February?
It's year round for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
High school soccer lasts till February.
Right. It's a long time. Year round.
She's got travel team in fall, then high school in winter, and then travel in spring, and then she has summer stuff too.
Dang. Well,
But yeah, I'll see you out there, Mark.
See ya.
you know the weather's gonna be.
Freezing.
Yeah, she had a game tonight. It was freaking freezing.
Yeah, I know.
At least it wasn't raining though. Her past 3 games have been in the rain.
Did y'all have tornadoes last night? Did they make it to
No.
y'all?
No, we got canceled. We didn't have to go to Monroe.
Yeah, we got canceled too. Basically on everything. Anyway, yeah. Good deal. Well, good talking to y'all.
I'll talk to y'all later.
All right.
That does not hurt. I need to get out of this stress. Oh, come on.
Lost cram for the night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I say, I was getting us here. Let's do what we want to do before bedtime. But we picking up next session as the sun comes up and everybody's returning will kind of be a good starting point for the next session.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
And we can just forget whatever y'all talked about.
I'll take some notes on it.
Just screenshot them. That's fine.
J-Mick, I'm gonna resend you what I sent my character
Okay.
sheet. I guess level 6.
Yeah, level 6.
I need to make a change to it. So
Okay, and like I said, I'll get that redone in here, and plus that'll give me time to kind of finish up uploading some of the other things, especially specifically for this location.
Yeah.
But morning time, I would say there'll be as everybody returns for the morning, that'll be a good place to start off next session.
Yeah, that'd be good.
okay.
Lots of people to meet.
Yeah, plus it's, midnight.
Yeah, it's got midnight now.
Yeah.
Real quick, before everybody logs up, though, Brandon, You're approaching 24 hours.
Ooh.
I would say at nighttime they do close the gate. It's a large area. There's plenty of places to move around. Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
I guess think about that. We'll text about it.
Hey, Chris, I will also tell you before next session, you might want to look at your staff one more time to remember what those charisma saves are about, what they do, etc.
I don't think I have that. Oh, wait, it's in this thing.
I'll move it under your character. I don't know why it's down there.
I don't have anything. To say.
It's the staff of
Calling Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have anything about saves on there.
Does it not?
I thought that was for something else. What else was that for? There was something else I had.
I don't know, but I'll tell you right now, it's definitely that item that I'm thinking of, though. I'm going to throw it in the description because I believe it's only in it's in all players' journal.
Yeah.
That's why I had it in the GM notes. Okay. I'm going to send it to you.
Okay.
Because you've been rolling for it and both succeeding and failing at different times, but hasn't necessarily come into to matter until, or it might soon. I still don't know, but it could come into play soon.
Okay. All right.
Mark, so I got your message today as well. I'm going to get all that loaded up for you as well for your kind of part of your backstory.
Okay. Maybe give me an origin, because Brandon's like, where's he coming from? I was like looking at the map, going, I'm from.
Yeah, no, I got you.
And then, sure enough, if I'd have said something, they'd have been like, oh, really? That's where we're headed. Like, that's where the big bad is. Oh, I mean, not there.
Yeah, I guess I didn't chime in because I was like, nothing you would have said would have been, you wouldn't have known any locations here on this island to be able to speak of.
Okay. So.
But
all right.
All right. Yeah, we'll call it there for tonight. Like I said, I'll get everything else loaded up for next time. Yeah, and I go get the table. That was my biggest struggle. Is I couldn't get tables loaded up, but I see what you're saying, just get into Word and copy paste it over. Because I was trying to create different shops and stuff here, but I kept screwing up the grids and cost and otherwise I would have had to type each item in individually, and I was like, that's going to take way too long.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
But this will be a place just real quick as a break in our jungle trek, because originally when we first started the journey into the jungle, I imagined it being as a strike out from Port Nyanzara, return, strike out, return, you know what I'm saying, type deal. That is not how it's gone. So I was like, it's kind of a place where you can do a little bit of maybe shopping, selling, bartering, information gathering, questioning. There will be notable characters here for you to meet, etc. All that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people to kill us, stuff like that.
Guides to hire, anything like that y'all want to do. So I'll get all that loaded up. I just didn't have it fully loaded tonight because I was struggling on making tables and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Or getting it put into Roll20 properly.
No, that definitely happens for sure.
All right.
All right. See y'all later.
All right. See you.
No, you've only made it one day at this point. I was going to say, so y'all woke up from the cathedral. And y'all made the first day's journey towards Nangalore, which is where y'all were headed. But this is at the end of the first day's travel. Yeah. So you're approaching 24 hours.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, fellas.
All right.
I guess.
See y'all.